Okay, anyway, I was at this club called Sunsplash, and I'll make a video about that. And I was dancing and stuff, and this one girl came, and she was like maybe 19 or 20. She was real cute. Oh my God, she was so cute. And she was dancing all freaky and stuff, and all up on me. So I kept moving because I didn't really want to talk to her and stuff. Because usually when I go to the club, it's because I had a really busy week, and I just wanted to dance to get rid of stress because I don't smoke or drink so much. And I don't do no drugs. So I just go there and just relax. And she was all on me. So I found out, like, okay, fine. After 30 minutes of running and stuff, you know, so we talked and stuff. And I think maybe that night she came with me, you know, back to Wakayama. And I live like an hour by train, you know, then a 15-minute walk from the station to my apartment and stuff. And she came with me, you know, we was talking and stuff, went to see, woke up the next day and, you know, started having sex and stuff like that, hanging out all day, and she come over during the weekends and stuff. So anyway, one day we was having sex and stuff, and, you know, I looked at her pussy and stuff like that. And I mean, she was cute and everything, you know, but it looked like she's been having a lot of sex. I mean, it looked like somebody put a grenade inside of her and it just went off and it was just all splattered out and stuff, you know. And it was a trip. I was like, dang, girl, you know, you had a lot of sex. Yeah, you know, I like sex and blah 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 and stuff like that. And like I said, out here in Japan, it's just so boring. You know, everywhere you go, you got to spend money, and you know, a lot of people, instead of rather spend money, they just go kick it at somebody's house, you know, relax, drinking, and if they at some guy's house or a guy at some girl's house, you know, everybody just growing all day because, you know, you can only watch so much TV. You get tired, you get horny, and then do it again. And I was like, wow, you know, really surprised. And this is like when I first started going to, well, when I was like maybe about 5 years after I've been here. But I really still didn't really get understand the full how can I say, I didn't actually fully understand what was going on in Japan with the women and the scene and stuff like that, because when I first came out here, I was doing other things. I was just traveling most of the time. And so anyway, we was kissing and stuff, you know, and all that stuff, you know, and then I just put my finger up in her. And guess what happened? I put out a rubber. And I was tripping. I was like, what? And it was like, she's like, surprised. Wow, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh my God, this was disgusting. Like, how long was, when did you have sex? Right before we came, you know, you came to my house? No, about 3 days ago. And I'm like, what? You're walking around for 3 days with a rubber inside of you and you don't even know? I'm like, oh, that's nasty and stuff like that. She's like, I'm sorry. And, you know, it's just imagine had I been in love, wanting to marry this girl, you know? I've been all fucked up, you know, and I was like, whatever, you know? And she's like, you ain't? I'm like, no, I mean, why? You're not my girlfriend. You know, you do what you want. But I'm just saying, you know, maybe next time you want to dush or check, you know, when the dude take it out, you might want to see if the rubber is with it or something, you know? And she started laughing and stuff, you know? And then, you know, we kept hanging out and stuff, you know? Out here, you know, people gonna do it. What they gonna do? She was screwing around. She left. You know, I did what I had to do at night. You know, at that time I was like screwing 3 girls every night. You know, so, you know, but like I said, it's just boring out here. Everybody's bored. Ain't nothing to do. I mean, you can drive around. You can go to so many coffee shops. And you can go to the movies so much. But sometimes you get tired. You know, and you finish work and you don't want to sit at home by yourself. Some, you know, or you didn't call it, yo, what's up? What you doing? I ain't doing nothing. You want to come over? Okay. All right, bring some food. All right. But how they come right over, you know, wearing these sexy dresses with no stockings, you know, and looking real good, you know, and nice legs, and you know, and you sitting down and you start talking and stuff, and you know, lift their legs up and the dress falling. You see their G-string panties and stuff. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Why do you think she came over? You know, so. You know, stuff like that is just normal out here. But yeah, that was a trip. But she wasn't even the first one. Another one, that stuff happened. I messed with this one girl, and But she was telling me she was messing with other people and stuff. You know, I was like, whatever, I don't care. You know, but then we was putting my finger up in her pussy and took like 3 pieces of rubber out and stuff, and she was like, oh, surprise, sorry. I'm like, you know, hey, I know you're a hoe. Everybody out here is a hoe. You know, everybody in the world is probably a hoe. Just some people don't get the privilege to express themselves. You know, to do that stuff. You know, but I wasn't angry or nothing. I just, you know, you just laugh. You know, but you know, you just think about it. You marrying these women and you don't know what they doing and stuff, and so you talking about you want to fall in love. Well, I don't know. You know, that's on you. You know, if you marry a woman, you know, best thing I could was my best advice. If you marry a woman in Japan or any woman in the world, you marry them because of a responsibility, because you have kids or something like that, but it should never be for love. You know, and maybe I'm wrong, but for me, you know, my marriage is, I never married for love. It was always they'll ask me, and you know, I'm just nice. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. First girl we married because we just real good friends, and even when you know she was out screwing everybody, I didn't care. You know why? I'm not gonna go to jail trying to kill somebody for having sex with her. She ain't worth it. Her pussy ain't worth it. You know, we got beautiful kids. You know, my son, he's going to graduate next year, and he on I guess the pre-SAT test or whatever. Last year he scored, well in 10th grade he scored like I think he scored like a 22 out of 24. Last year he scored a 2380. You know, so he getting all these papers from Harvard, these letters from Harvard and Yale from all these schools. You know, so it turned out good. You know, but you know, women love you, but in the States it's just a whole different thing. You're in these white people's territory, and they control these offices and stuff, and you know, and it's just fair. You mess with him, you're gonna get fired. You know, so you know, it could be all that stuff. You know, or you know, I mean, if she really likes you, she's gonna date you, but don't chase him like that. You know, you gotta. You know, I don't know. When I was in the States, I didn't really have problems with women. But most of my friends were girls. For every 3 guys I knew like 5 girls. I used to hang out with women. So when I was in the States, I see a beautiful woman, I walk up to you, yo, what's up? How you doing? Wow, you so beautiful. You just saying that. I'm like, trust me, you're beautiful. You know, and I've had girls come up to me and tell me I was handsome too. White girls, black women, and foreign women and stuff like that. You know, I had this one girl from Tibet. You know, we was messing around at SMC. We used to always hang out. You know, she liked me and stuff, but we never had sex. You know, I wasn't interested in her like that. You know, but I think she wanted to marry me, wanted to introduce me to her family, and they had money. I was like, no, it's okay. Well, you don't like me. It ain't like I like you, but you know, that ain't me. That's not what I want to do. You know, and you know, if you set your priorities straight, and people can, you know, if you have priorities and you have goals and you start working towards your goals, a lot of women will notice that, and that's attractive too. So it's not all about the body, you know, it's about the mindset and what you're doing. There's so many ways to attract women, but there's so many beautiful single women outside of the United States that's not controlled by that racism that's in the United States, you know. So if I were you, just get out and travel. You know, Brazil. You know, like I said, the only problem is just the men. You know, and why should you be scared of another man? You know, sure they got their laws and all this stuff, but you can circumvent all that stuff or go around all that stuff. You know, just don't worry about it. As far as Japanese language, it's A, E, O, U. That's all. You have to remember that. They got 46 sounds and they keep repeating them. So that's about it. Other than that, you know, just don't do no drugs. If you do, everybody out here doing it. You know, everybody's the same. But don't get caught because you don't want to go to jail, get kicked out. You know, because they will kick you out. And if you're black, they will kick you out. You don't want to get kicked out. Being black or whatever race you are.